So today I will present about the introduction of meristematic tissue. Firstly is definition. Embryonic plant tissue with active cell division capacity. They contain undifferentiated cells that give rise to all plant structure. Second is key location. The key location is found at shoots and root tip which is apical, along stems and roots, which is lateral, and within nodes of grasses, which is intercalary. Then is a cellular characteristic. Small cells with thin primary walls, dense cytoplasm with large nuclei and minimal vacuole, high metabolic activities. Lastly is significance. The significance is drive both primary growth, which is length, and secondary growth, which is girth. They allow plants to grow throughout their lifetime.
Hello everyone, my name is Selvin. Today I'm going to present about apical meristem. Apical meristem has two parts with its shoot and root. Shoot is located at the tips of shoot and branch. It is produced leaves, stems, and flowers. It also protected by leaf primordia and organized in distinct cell layers. For root will found at the tip of roots and grow through soil and nutrient absorption. It also protected by root caps, produce oral tissue, and contain quiescence centers. We explain about root cap, meristematic zone, elongation zone, and maturation zone of root apical meristem. For root cap is protective covering at root tip, cells slough off as root grows through soil, and meristematic zone is region of active cell division. Cells have dense cytoplasm and large nuclei. Regulation zone is cell increase in length, and maturation zone is cell differentiate into specialized types. In this part is root hair will develop here. Okay. The right picture is about the part of root apical meristem. You can refer to that picture. Part I will explain about structure, cell zone, and regulation of shoot apical meristem. Structure is a dome-shaped group of active budding cells and is located at the tip of the stem branch. Cell zone contains stem cells. Preferred zone from organ primordia, and rib zone from internal stem tissue and keep organization. For regulation, is controlled by complex gene networks and respond to hormone and environmental signals. At the right is a detail about this shoot apical meristem. You can refer to the picture. Okay, this part is the picture of shoot apical meristem and root apical meristem. For the shoot of apical meristem, they have apical meristem, intercalary meristem, and lateral. For intercalary meristem, they have primary meristem active, and for lateral is have epidermis, crown tissue, primary vascular tissue forming. For root apical meristem, they have three areas. The first one is area of maturation, area of elongation, and area of cell division. Okay. At the area of maturation, they have epidermis, crown tissue, and primary vascular tissue forming. For area of cell division, they have primary meristem active. Okay, the above one is vascular cylinder, and the one that looks like tentacles is root hair, and the above one is apical meristem and root cap. Okay, that's all.
Today I will present about lateral meristem, which are plant tissues responsible for secondary growth. Lateral meristem are meristematic tissues that located along the sides of stem and roots. The main function is to cause secondary growth, which increase the girth of plants rather than its length. The importance of lateral meristem is They help plants grow stronger and thicker. It also allows trees to live longer, form wood for human use, and protect plants from injury and water loss. There are two types of lateral meristem. First is vascular cambium. Vascular cambium is a thin cylindrical layer that found between the xylem and phloem, and it forms a continuous ring in stem and roots and play a major role in increasing plant diameter. The function of vascular cambium is to produce secondary xylem toward the inside and secondary phloem toward the outside. Secondary xylem forms wood while secondary phloem forms inner bark. This activity produces annual growth rings in trees. Next is cocambium. Cocambium is an outer lateral meristem that replaces the epidermis in woody plants. It usually develops from cortex or phloem cells as the stem increases in thickness. The function of cocambium is produce coc and cells outward and phloem inward. Coc cells contain suberin, which make them waterproof and protective. This tissue forms the periderm or bark.
So today I will present about intercalary meristems. First is definition. Meristematic regions locate between mature tissue, especially at the bases of nodes and leaf blades in grasses and rooted plants. The function is allow for rapid stem elongation. It enables grasses to regrow quickly after crossing or mowing. It will support continued growth despite terminal damage. For example, it will found in bamboo, sugarcane, wheat, rice, and lawn grasses. It is responsible for the remarkable growth rate of bamboo. Next is significance. A critical addition for monocots, enable recovery from herbivory, supports agriculture practice like grazing and harvesting. Next is regulation of meristem activity. First is genetic regulation. Bushel, clavata, and Knox genes control meristem size and function. Then is a hormonal control. Auxin, cytokinin, and gibberellin balance direct cell division and differentiation. Environmental cause. Light, temperature, and water availability influence meristem activation. Lastly is local signaling. Cell-to-cell communication maintains organizational pattern within meristem. So, the precise regulation of meristem activity is critical for proper plant development. Disruption can lead to abnormal growth patterns.